That's living alright. That's living alright. When you're out in the town, throwing money around, that's living alright. You do it. You do it.
I'm not doing anything.
That's living alright.
This is not.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cheap Show, the economy comedy podcast. I'm your host, Paul Gannon, and with me, as always, is Eli Silverman. This is Cheap Show recorded live in Cambridgeshire, and it's coming to you today. Enjoy the podcast.
Hello. Eli Silverman.
No, I've done the intro. I hate you and your fucking noodle posse.
People love noodles, right? It's a fact of cheap shows you're going to have to fucking accept. Noodle time. Tales from the dance floor. How's the pick going? The price of shite.
This is Paul Gannon saying hello.
Eli Silverman.
Welcome to Cheap Show.
And I go and I nuzzle. Right. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Oh, I'm losing the will to live.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I feel
Didn't you
tired.
have that years ago, though?
What?
Didn't you lose the will to live years ago?
Well, why aren't I dead yet?
Because you're hanging on. You're hanging on because
That's
you've got
so
your
grim.
fans now on Bartians and stuff. Oh, Mr. Eli, we love you. Oh, Mr. Eli, show us your hairy tom-tom. We want to hear you. Oh, you look like Ron Jeremy.
Oh, fuck off.
I'd like to have sex with him. I bet he's all grizzly in bed. I bet he's all grizzly
I haven't
sexy
read
in
that
bed.
one.
Oh, so you've been reading them, though, have you?
I haven't been reading anything.
Have you? You've been reading them. You've been reading them. Scrolling down under the video. Eli's not in this one. This downvote. Oh, good, yeah, good. I like that. Good. More
That's
Eli.
not what I do.
More Eli. Oh, yeah.
I don't read the comments.
Oh, yeah. I bet you do.
No, I don't.
You fucking do, because you
No, I
seem to
don't.
read the ones that slag me off.
I have a special only comments of flag Paul off filter.
There's a great one in the recent episode of
Was there?
Martians where someone wrote, "This is a fine episode until Paul the moron came on and ruined it for everyone."
Yeah.
Or something like that. And I was like, fair play.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Fair play.
It was a gross drink.
So, what episode is this?
This is episode 81. 81.
81?
And we've got a packed show
Okay.
for you coming up.
Give me the
on
lowdown
show
here, Paul.
today.
What's on the show today?
Coming up on the show. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun. He's got me on board, everyone.
There you go. We got the intro. That's
this bit.
And then we're going to do Tales from the Shop Floor.
Ella.
Dun, 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 dun,
Paul is a
dun,
cat.
dun, 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 dun. And then we're going to do something a little bit different. We're doing Gannon's Platter. Dun, dun,
Ooh.
dun, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, dun, dun, dun,
Yes.
dun, dun, ba-dum, dun. And then we've got something very special. I bought something in a charity shop, which we're going to investigate, and it's fascinating. It's the Top of the Pops annual from the 70s.
Wow.
With some very interesting stories in
Looking
it.
forward to that one.
Stop.
Paul is a pedo.
I don't know how it ends, that song. But it just did. That's
All
what's
right.
coming up
No,
on
he
the
never.
show today.
He never used to play the end of it, did he?
It must have had an end to that. And at number one, anyway,
Anyway,
is
is that going to be usable?
Matt Bianco and Get Out of That Lazy Bed.
I'm putting my sunglasses on.
You fucking loving it. I can see myself in it. I look cool. I get up, get out of that lazy bed. Before you go to
The
school.
future's so bright, I have to wear shades, Paul.
Do you?
I've got throfstalgia.
Throfstalgia is a word I invented for when you like things in the future.
Well, no, you feel a nameless yearning for things in the future.
Something like that. Anyway, how you doing? Let's do a little bit of banter at the top of the show. You all right, mate?
No.
How are things since the last
Don't
episode?
eat nuts. Don't ask me how I'm doing and then eat nuts. As if you had no interest in how I'm doing.
Oh, well, I don't. This is all just, banter, innit? People like a bit of banter. I'm not all that bothered.
It's not
but
called banter anymore.
What's it
Can't
called?
use that word.
What's it called?
Chat.
Chat. Can't we use banter?
Because banter signifies sort of racism and sexism.
Does it?
Yeah.
Bants.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's all just bants, isn't it?
Oh, you mean it's been a kind of...
It's been coerced.
By commoners.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
No.
You are putting yourself a class above and saying...
I'm not putting
a certain
myself
type of
anywhere.
people-
I put myself in your bed when you're asleep
Go on.
and molest you.
Right.
And
That's funny.
and you won't know.
I might
Because I
do.
will have drugged you.
This is incredibly dark.
Well, how do you
Unnecessary.
know it hasn't happened already? Waking up with stretch marks near your arsehole?
What the fuck?
Yes, you have. Strange patches of KY jelly?
There's no more banter on Cheap Show.
Yeah, you want banter? You want banter?
Not this kind of banter.
Well, what kind of fucking banter do you want? Let's never say banter again.
Right.
Is that the intro?
Yes.
God, it was poor.
It's time for Tales from the Shop Floor.
No.
What?
It's just so creatively bankrupt round here. It's like I'm at the bank of creativity, and there's just someone holding their palms up. Stop eating nuts. I'm taking these. Trying to do a bit. You're shit. Right. Now nuts have been put away.
They're tasty nuts.
They are. That's why they got a
31
high
points
score
on the
Yes.
League of Snacks.
Uh,
And crisps.
yeah, just don't do a fucking jingle. Let's just do Tales from the Shop Floor.
Tales from the Shop Floor. I'm
Yes.
sure we had a really good jingle for it as well.
Well, if you insist on fucking vamping a new thing every time we do a segment, I'm going to say no to it, okay?
All right.
And then we won't... You have to do the same jingle. We've got a jingle for Price of Shite. We've got a jingle for...
We've got some price of shite, and that's great. I wasn't listening, so I just jumped in. And I thought I knew what was
Shouldn't
going
have done
on.
that, no.
I literally wasn't listening to you because I was looking for a Tales from the
Okay,
Shop
let's
Floor.
have the tale from the shop floor.
Excellent. So Tales from the Shop Floor is where we invite you.
Can I
our
read
dear
one today,
listener.
please?
Yeah, you can. Do you want to read this one then?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So you read that one, I'll read the second one off the laptop.
Well, explain what Tales from the Shop Floor is first.
It's where we invite our listeners to give us stories, if they have them, of their time working in shops. Necessarily charity shops. Doesn't necessarily
Could
have
be
to
any
them.
kind of shop.
It's become broader.
Could be even just at work.
It
Couldn't
could
really?
be, yeah. So we're broadening it, but let's be honest. We have discovered it's mostly a shit-based
No,
story time.
I would like to just say no. Where's the stories about wanking?
Well, how funny you bring that up.
Okay, good.
So why don't you read?
It's a wank one.
Let's find out. Yeah.
Hi, Paul. What about me?
They know you don't have anything to do with this
What
show
about
outside of
me?
these moments. Do you send emails? Do you reply? Do
I'm
you
already
have
not liking
access
this
to the
person.
website? You don't do
If
anything.
they don't mention my name in the intro, I'm going to be quite critical of their grammar and so on. So, here we
Right,
go.
go
Hi,
on.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Eli implied.
My name's... No apostrophe
Don't-
after the E.
It won't take.
Pete.
It'll take forever if you.
I'm
keep
a friend
doing
of
that.
Jasmine. Who?
Jasmine is the lady who listens to the show. She sent me the little Ouija board. You know, the little miniature Ouija board.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, Raven_elf. I
That's
think
her,
on
yes.
Twitter.
Okay, so we've established
Astoundingly talented
his
lady.
name is Pete, and he's a friend of Jasmine.
Yeah.
And she said I should send this in to you as I have a Tales from the Shop Floor.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
That's the little intro
Nice.
that no one needed and missed me out.
How funny. You could have then skipped it.
I could have if I had read it, but I didn't because you just handed it to
And
me.
you never do anything for the show other than turn up.
All right, say
and bitch.
Oh, and what?
And complain
Yeah,
about
okay.
how shit stuff is. Just saying.
During the autumn of the year 2000,
Yeah.
I worked as a retail assistant for TJ Hughes in Eastbourne.
Do they have TJ Hughes anymore? Did it
Well,
close?
they did in 2000.
Used to be like a CNA kind of store.
I
wasn't
never
it?
even
That
heard of that in
closed
my
as well.
life.
Maybe it's a northern thing. We had TJ Hughes has grown up in Birkenhead.
House
And
of Fraser. Apparently, House of Fraser's going down.
See?
Did you know that?
No, but that's...
Big
Yeah.
Big retail failure. Well
Toys
done.
R Us.
Well done, our government.
And
Anyway.
that's the satire out of the way,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen. We can carry on with the smut.
Menswear department in TJ Hughes. We used to have the odd regular customer pop in, along with the plethora of more common cattle type customers who came in just to gaze at all the bargains.
Yes.
Okay. One such regular customer had been coming in every couple of days for about 3 weeks, and he would regularly select a different fleece each time and take it into the changing room to try it on. Decide he didn't want it, put it back on the hanger, and hang it back up after a short spell in the changing rooms.
Huh.
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yes. After
Okay.
about the 6th or 7th time he had done this, one of my old schoolmates, Phil, who also worked alongside me for the year, went to sort out the fleece left by a 30-something regular weirdo customer, and whilst rehanging it, gave a shout out of, "What the fuck? That's fucking sick."
Okay.
Which made myself and a few of the shoppers turn round to see what all the commotion was about, Paul.
Oh, dear.
Then...
Are you still sure you know what's going to happen next?
Yes. Then towards the staff area out the back of the shop he headed at speed, hand held aloft as I asked what was up. He's... He's...
What?
I can't say it.
You have to.
Ah, simple pleasures. I asked what was up. "He's fucking spunked in the pocket," Phil exclaimed.
Yeah, he did.
After reporting this and finding 3 other dried, crusty pockets of soiled garments, CCTV images were captured. His description was passed around the shop watch radios, and he was eventually picked up and arrested.
Wow.
Our security guard, Richard Head, I kid you not, poor bastard.
Oh.
Richard
dickhead.
Head. Imagine Richard Head married Labia Cave. Labian Cave.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
they'd
that
have
should
a
be
kid,
Labian Head.
a kid called Richard Cave. Not very funny.
Not at all.
Right. Richard Head, the security guard, dickhead, informed us that we were one of only 3 shops around the town in which he had been seen in.
Oh,
He
dear.
is
a serial spunker.
serial pocket spunker. With his arrest, the case of the fleecy pocket wanker was closed. Many
Wow.
regards, Pete. Thank you, Pete.
Pete,
That
thank
picked
you.
up. It picked up. There's too much autobiographical detail, I'd say,
Not
on the
that much.
whole. But yes, the fleecy pocket wanker.
Yeah.
Wow, what was his thing? He liked
Just-
fleece. He liked the
Feel of it.
feel of fleece on his knob.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe it was
He
a
liked the
psycho-
softy rub rubs. on
How
his-
do you
It's not denim rub rubs. It's
Not denim rub
fleecy rub down.
fleecy rub rubs?
Yeah,
Fleecy rub ups.
yeah. It's too soft for me. I
Yeah.
prefer more abrasive
Don't want to know.
denim on my knob end.
Don't want to know.
I like denim on my knob end. I'll do a song. See how Paul likes a song when I do one and I shat. You like that?
Awful, awful, awful.
Yes, awful. You see?
I have some musical talent though. You don't.
Oh,
You don't.
Okay.
You don't though.
I'm not. No, it's the first part of it that I'm disputing, not the second part, Paul.
I have way more musical talent than you.
Okay.
Okay, can you play an instrument?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the harmonica.
Can you?
Yeah.
I have never seen you
Get me
touch a-
one. I'll do some blues.
I
I'll
wish
lay
I
down
had.
some wicked
I
blues.
wish I had because I would.
Well, there you go. So you fooled, you failed, you faltered, you foundered, and now it's time for me to.
What the fuck? Stop it!
It's time for me. It's time for me to sing. What about a sort of punk song? I'm the fleecy pocket wanker. And I'm fleecy pocket wanking you. I'm the fleecy pocket wanker.
I'm ashamed
And I'm going to
sorry.
do a fucking poo in a pocket as well. I'm a shitter in the pocket and a
Seriously,
wanker
though?
too.
Seriously,
I
though?
shit in the pocket.
Stop it.
I don't do it in the loo. I just go shops and wank in their clothes. I'm the fleecy pocket wanker and I've got a pierced nose. Because I'm a punk.
Right, so I'm sorry for that, everyone listening. That was a
I'm the fleecy
Shut
pocket
up.
wanker.
Shut up, or I'll come over there and I'll face kick you.
I've got the charb on. I'm going fleece. Don't come over here.
I mean it.
All right.
I mean
Who
it.
cares? You're gonna assault
Yes.
me? GBH in your own house.
Yeah.
Well, that's worse. You've invited me in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behave.
Let's have another story. That was good.
Creatively bankrupt and you're reaching. And this behaviour is appalling. Talk to me about my lack of wit. Naughty boy.
Oh, I'm the
Shut
fleecy
up.
pocket
Shut
wanker.
up. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking. Right, I'm gonna tell my story because I want to get through this segment and then press stop and then kick the living shit out of
All
you.
right, whatever. Oh, big boy.
I am.
Kick me like a big boy.
I am a big boy and you're a horrible little toad. Here's a story. It comes from a chap called James Wilkinson.
Oh.
And here's his story. Are you ready? Say, yes, Paul.
Don't.
Yes, Paul.
Don't do that.
Ho, ho.
Don't talk ill of the dead.
I'm not. I'm just saying yes, Paul.
You're doing a fucking terrible impression of Paul Daniels.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, Debbie McGee. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, Paul.
Yes, Paul.
Right, excellent. I was working as an assistant manager in the Red Cross charity shop in Salisbury some years ago.
Ah.
So we do have a charity shop story.
Nice.
That's nice. It's on target.
On message.
Yes. It was a very boring job, and what made things worse was that anytime anything interesting happened in the shop, I generally wouldn't be around to witness it.
What was he, an area manager, did he say?
Maybe he worked in various shops.
I think they do that. They do tend to,
Yeah.
because when I've called up charity shops to try and
Speak
conduct
to a
some
manager.
research with them, they're always like, no, he just sort of pops around. He's got 3 shops he looks after.
Oh.
And they sort of, I think that's how they work in the charity shop world.
That's a great way of not having to answer the phone as well. Tell him I'm in another shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell him I'm not here.
Yeah, avoiding any ever talking to
Yeah.
anyone.
Cunt. Clever
Cunt.
cunt.
Fucking.
Right. The following happened when I was away on holiday. So it's second-hand story, but we'll accept it, James.
Okay, depends how incredible it sounds, but yeah. We'll see.
So one day, it's about 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. An elderly man comes into a shop, has a browse of the old books, and whilst doing so, becomes a little wheezy and a bit unstable on his feet. Little old man coming in, looking at the old books. Oh, I like that thriller. Oh, that's a nice one. Old man.
J.R. Hartley.
Deep cut. He asks the work assistant girl, Sarah, if there's anywhere he can sit down for a minute. He's very weak. Oh.
I'm going to keep doing the wheezes.
Okay. Don't, because it's going to be really hard to edit around that fucking noise. She ushers him into the changing room where the only chair in the shop is. She helps him into the chair and then shuts the saloon-style doors. At that moment, she's called upstairs to steam some clothes, and she goes, and for about the next 2 hours and a half, goes and does that job, completely forgetting about the old man downstairs.
Well, isn't there someone else in the shop?
I don't know.
The counter who would know?
Maybe, but maybe they haven't been told about this old man,
They're
so
sort of,
they're just
I can see
busy
that.
with the
that
shop.
Can happen,
you
yes,
know?
yeah.
Now, okay.
Okay.
Half an hour later, an old lady walks in. She finds a dress she likes. She asks to try it on. The changing room is unlocked. She goes in, and because it's a rather large room filled with stock, she doesn't immediately notice the old man sitting in the corner on the chair
Okay.
and proceeds to undress. As she's about to put her dress on, she looks into the mirror and sees an old man in the chair behind her. She screams, running out of the changing room and then right out of the shop, wearing nothing but her bra and knickers.
Oh, wow.
The middle-aged sales assistant just looked on for a bit, stunned, and then jogged to the shop door to see the old lady running down the street as fast as her unstable legs will carry her.
Now, that's a bit of an overreaction.
That's crazy. The sales assistant then walks back slowly to the changing room to see what caused the alarm and finds the old man slumped in the chair and the old lady's clothes on a heap on the floor by the mirror, not looking entirely unlike an expired wicked witch of the West.
Did he live through this, the old man? He seems pretty comatose.
An ambulance is called, but the old man had died hours earlier from a
Oh,
heart
my
attack.
God, he was a corpse.
We never did find out what became of the
He
streaking
was
old
having
lady.
a heart attack. Well, there's what you could call criminal negligence on the part of the first manager there.
The old lady who ran down the street in her knickers never came back for her clothes. Just carried on running.
That person let the guy die. He was just like wheezing. I'll sit down there. I've forgotten about you. Didn't tell anyone. She is bad news.
There was
That
nothing
manager is bad news.
Well,
Don't you think, Paul?
Yes.
Come on. She's like, oh, there, love.
It's a
Fucking
very
sit down there. I'm going upstairs. Oh, he's dead, is he?
I would say-
Oh, he's dead, is he?
I would say,
yes,
who is
he's
it?
dead. It's on his blood of an old man is on your hands.
I would say
I thought it was
Sarah.
going to be spunk of an old man, but it was blood of an old man.
I think Sarah's at fault here.
She fucking is.
She didn't go check.
This is
She
years
followed up.
ago, but Jesus, we don't want to open a cold case, but she could
Yeah.
get done.
Yeah.
She could totally
Is
get
there,
done.
statute
She was
of limitations
negligent.
on this?
Now, Paul, very good story.
Well,
I
we
like it.
finished
It's a bit
yet.
macabre. Okay.
We haven't finished
right,
it
so
yet.
she never came back. The
Old lady ran off with her clothes. The
Never
old man
came
had
back.
died. And when the work experience girl found out what had happened, she was mortified. And she didn't come back the next day for work either.
She left.
But the
just like
thing
that.
is, even months after the event was over, we weren't able to put the past entirely behind us, as the very clothes the old man had been wearing, the same fedora hat, coat, suit, brown brogue shoes, all came back in a donation bag.
Brilliant.
Along with other selections of penguin paperbacks he'd bought in the past from
Wow.
us. I decided to hold on to the clothes and put them away in a locker in the stock room. Then, if anyone ever reported seeing a ghost in the changing room, we'd be able to tell them exactly who the ghost was.
I love that his stuff started coming back. That's great. That's
Isn't it?
just
It's weird that little
You know, it's like things with charity shops. I've had a thing with my flatmate where he has put a bunch of records he didn't want into the local Marie Curie, and I've gone and bought them back into the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're shit, believe me. But yeah, no, that's great. A great story. I've thought that it was going to go chicka chicka wow wow when she went in.
no,
He's like,
but
oh, love, don't worry with me. I just almost had a heart attack. But now I've got a stodge on.
All right, so there you go.
I've got a dirty stodge on.
All right, mate. All right.
Stodge, that's a good word for erection.
It's not.
It is.
I've
got a fucking suet pie on.
Fucking
I've got a
know it.
stodge. Get the carbohydrates.
So there we go. 2 stories that didn't involve
I think we've
shit
reached a new
today.
level. I love the detail there.
It was a good story, James. Thank you.
The first one wasn't too bad either. The pocket wanker.
I like that. It had a nice bit of a... Both of them felt like kind of odd crime episodes.
Yes, but that's where Tales from the Shop Floor can go to, Paul.
Cheap Show, Crime Investigation Unit, Charity Shop Edition. God, that's
Sniff
a
for
long
cum. Come on, you're in forensics, DP Gannon.
Oh, I did a sweep of the stain.
Did it smell slightly fishy?
We can tell from a slab scientific tests that he ate a boiled egg before he died.
How do you know that?
There's boiled egg in his asshole. It even went out there.
Hey, DP Gannon,
Yeah.
we're going to need you to do the smell test on the cum. Is it cum? Tell me. Tell me. I'm loving this. This could get syndicated. Paul, come on. Calm down. Come on, you're okay. You're okay, man. You're okay.
Yes, it's come.
Good. Right. Send it to the lab.
Right, that's Tales from the Shop Floor. If you have any to send us, email thecheapshow@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Ew. Right.
Uh-huh.
In a change of programming, we're going to do Silverman's Platter, but Silverman has not brought any platters to the one today.
Oh, I did not buy any platters today.
So I thought I'd do Gannon's Platters.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah?
I don't know. All right, Gannon.
This is going nowhere.
Gannon's
going
Platters.
Nowhere. So I bought 3 little vinyl treats that I saw in... This would have been the Salvation Army
Now,
in
Paul,
Cambridge.
this is a result of me lending you my Vestax Handy Tracks portable record player.
It's a lovely little thing.
It's a
isn't
lovely
it?
little thing. I've lent it to you because you need to be able to listen to vinyl out here in Cambro.
Indeed. And so, as a public service, you've lent me this wonderful little portable
And
record
you're giving it a
player.
little clean up. It's nice.
I've scrubbed it up nice. I've put some love on it.
It's not in perfect nick, is it? Because of the power being the problem.
But,
It needs a wedge to get the power to work properly.
works fine.
It works fine.
It works beautifully for what I need it to, which is to just pop out, find some vinyl in old Cambro, and then try them out here and see how they float.
Slap the vinyl on the platter and say, "Hello, Henry McFatter. What's the splatter on your platter to data?"
So I have tri-platter today.
Trifecta platter
I have
splatter.
Splatter.
Very good.
Tri-splatter.
Very, very good.
Thank you, Daddy Silverman.
Daddy.
Daddy Silverman.
Say daddy.
Said Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Oh, Daddy.
Good. So what we got...
Papa.
No, don't say that.
Oh, come on, love. Ooh, Papa.
I hate it when your parents are here. It means I can't get my grumble off. Tell your mum to fuck off so I can fucking come up you.
Ooh, Papa.
Okay, so...
Well, I have 3. So, where do you want to start? 1, 2, or 3?
Wherever you like, Paul. It's your platters.
I thought I'd give you some control.
I don't care. I
All right.
actually don't care.
I'll give you the title of the bands, and or the artist, and you can go, oh, let's do that one then.
Can't you just pick one yourself?
Fucking hell. All right, we'll start with this one I bought. It's called The Oldest Swinger in Town.
Ah. And who's it by?
It's by an artist called Fred Wedlock.
And what's the label, Paul?
The Rocket Record Company. What's
Now,
that
do you
mean,
know
then?
about the Rocket Record Company?
I don't. What is it?
It was Elton John's label.
Is it still going?
Well, no labels are going, really.
Oh,
I don't know what happened to that. No.
Can I ask a question?
You can.
And I don't know if it's just...
And if the question is that a noodle?
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not. No, the question is, and I don't know if it's just on this one or a lot of records do it, but I was wondering what that little blue dot is.
Let me see.
If you feel it, it feels like a little sticker, but I don't know what it is.
No, that is a sticker that's been put on by a DJ, so he knows at a glance which side he has to play.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Yeah, probably.
So you don't have to look at it. You can just
Yeah.
go, that's got the dot on that side, eh?
There were...
Do you reckon that might have been in a radio station then, maybe?
Yeah, almost definitely, yeah.
So
probably.
the DJs don't have to think
So you
about
can
it. They
grab
just
it
go,
and slap it on the gram, as they
Yeah.
call it. And and that will tell him that's the A side, because he wouldn't want to play the B side. Also, I think that looks like someone's just bought a pack of stickers and is using that
yeah.
as a tool for themselves.
It has
But
been added by the
record
factory.
companies did used to put what they call plug stickers, which could be stars or play this side stickers
Oh, really?
for the DJ. So when they send them out to the DJ, there could be no confusion about what the side was they were meant to be spinning on the radio. And those do have some value.
Oh,
Because
really?
they're kind of like, they're the old sort of record plug stickers on sevens.
Okay, so they
You
make
know,
him unique. They make
They
him
make it a bit
special.
more collectory. And I have one, a Bob Crew one, which has some really cool old-fashioned big plug stickers on the A side.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that is a plug sticker, but I think that was just put on by whoever was DJing this on probably local radio around here, maybe.
Cool. Well, let's play a little bit of the song right now. It's Fred Wedlock, and it's called The Oldest Swinger in Town.
When you score with a chick in a disco bar, take her home in your hairy little car, then you find you went to school with her mom, pa, you're the oldest swinger in town. When you won't look in a mirror in the light of day, swear you dyed it when your hair turns grey, when you zip up your Wranglers and your belly's in the way, you're the oldest swinger in town. Here you come and there you go, white wheel spots and a stereo, but the engine's clapped and the driver also is the oldest swinger in town.
Oh, it's one of those very typically British folky comedy songs that were popular in the very early 80s.
Now, is it a comedy song or is it a novelty song? And what's the difference, Paul?
That's a very interesting question. You see, I would say it's a comedy song.
Yes,
it's
so would
written
I.
lyrically to be
Amusing.
comedic.
But what would be a novelty song? A novelty song was used
Blobby. Mr. Blobby would be a novelty song where
Yes.
the only reason that song exists is because there's a brand hanging on.
Right.
You know?
But novelty songs can be funny as well, can't they? They can
Well, like
be.
The Streak. That's why they call it The Streak, that one, which
Yeah.
is a big hit. It's comedic, but is that a novelty song?
A novelty is just sort of, it's about something that is sort of quirky or crazy
Is the Birdie
or
song
zany.
a novelty song?
Yes.
Is Agadoo by Black Lace?
No.
You think that's just a
a
straight
pop
down the
song.
line pop song that
Yeah.
just happens to be shit and
Yeah.
cheesy? Okay. What about
Birdie song, because it has the bird suits. That's the novelty. But that, you know, the birds, that version was a cover version of a French Birdie
Really?
song. Yes.
So, Je suis bucky, bucky, bucky,
Yeah.
bucky, bucky, bucky.
It was originally a French
Je suis
tune.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
Okay, good
Yeah.
to know. What about when someone like an artist called Captain Sensible does Happy Talk? Is that a novelty song? Or is
No,
that
again,
bad
I just
pop?
think that's a pop cover, isn't it?
Okay, all right.
But it's verging on novelty. I'd say to be novelty, it has to be something like The Streak or like,
Young Ones, Cliff Richard, and Living Doll.
yes,
Novelty or comedy?
novelty.
Interesting, isn't it?
It's a
We don't
there is a
make 'em
Venn
as much as
diagram
they
of
used to.
novelty and comedy, and there's a big section where they overlap. I
Yeah.
think.
So I think that
that's
is a
what we said.
comedy song. though,
Definitely a comedy
that
song.
happened to be popular.
Yes.
In the similar way, funnily enough, to Ernie, the Fastest Milkman in the West by
Exactly.
Benny Hill.
Comedy songs.
Comedy song, but
Those
popular.
are outside of the area where you can say without a doubt this is a comedy song.
Yeah.
And it has some amusing lines, Paul. The music musically.
There's a good line at the end of it where he says, "It would take you all night to do what you used to do all night." Yeah, it's a nice little
it's a clever
line.
line.
Yeah.
It's a clever line. It
It's
also reminds
sharp.
me, these songs were all over the place in that period, weren't they?
I was going to ask, there was a kind of folk revival in the early 80s and late 70s with like Jasper Carrot and
yeah, but it's comedy folk.
who's
isn't
that
it?
little
They all
guy?
got
Was
into
Phil
sort of-
Cool did it initially
Cool-
as well.
really?
I think before I don't know, I might be wrong. Richard
Billy
Digance.
Connolly.
Richard Digance. Billy Connolly was part of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Where they were big because he had the Humble Bums, didn't he?
Yes.
With Eric Clapton. No, wasn't Eric Clapton. Was it Eric Clapton in
No.
that? No. Who was the guy who went on to do Baker Street? Jerry Rafferty.
Yes, he was in the Humble Bums. You're
Yeah.
right. Yes. And I heard the other day that Jerry Rafferty actually did pay back royalties to the guy who did the sax solo in Baker Street, because at the time he just got some guy and paid him 50 quid for the session.
And then made a right royal mint out
But
of
he
it.
has seen the error of
Backpaid
his
him.
ways and backpaid him, which is nice of him. Well, he's
very
dead
nice.
now, but he did before he died.
Oh, mate, I would have given you all this money if you were alive.
No, Rafferty's dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yes. So
That's
it sort of
sad.
has some slightly amusing lines. The first line about your hairy car. What do you think he's referring to? Is the car full of pubes? Or is it...
Maybe
or
just-
is the interior hairy? Because they used to have those plush,
Yeah.
those kind of done-up
Yeah,
cars.
yeah.
That
Maybe
must
that's
be
what
it,
it is.
with the furry dice.
It's like a
and
Ford.
that.
It's like a Vauxhall Astra
Yeah.
with a really furry interior,
Like a deep shag pile
Yeah.
carpet on the
full of dirt, and muck, and
pubic lice.
sausage grot.
Sausage grot.
Spank.
Spunk.
Yeah,
Well, the fleecy spunker.
penis oil.
Right.
Yeah,
The fleecy spunker would...
cock yogurt.
All right, Paul, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I tried to do a song about the fleecy spunker and you were having none of it. So I'm not going to go...
So why am I all of a
Could
sudden
I just say,
penalised?
if it was a hairy car,
Yeah.
imagine the fleecy pocket wanker got in that car. He'd have a fucking...
Oh.
He'd cream his pants.
He would spunk all over the fucking place. Anyway, Fred Wedlock, it turned out, was a folk singer best known for his UK single, The Oldest Swinger in Town, so that was reasonably
So
successful.
it was a big hit.
Yeah.
To which place in the charts did it rise? Do we
Ooh,
know?
You know what? I don't know. I can find this out.
Oh.
Oldest Swinger in Town in early 1981 reached number 6 in the UK charts.
Okay, so
And
not
he would have made a bit of money from that in the day. In the
these
80s.
days. You wouldn't make that much
Not
money.
these
would
days,
you?
but back in the day, it meant more to be in the
Yeah.
top 10. Like you have to fight for it.
And you would make a great deal of money if you're in the
Yeah.
top 10.
So there you go. He sadly died, unfortunately, Fred Wedlock. But yeah, known for performing around the West Country, doing shows and things like that. and
So,
singing
but you
folk.
think he kept as a sort of comic folk singer rather than moving into the stand-up, as Jasper Carrot so lucratively did.
Yeah,
Lots of things in common with Carrot. Seems to be from the same part of the world.
similar.
It's got a Brummy kind of burr going on there. That's
But
what you
I
call
think
it.
he was more of an actor, this guy, rather than a
Oh.
performer. So this is a song he did. He did a few songs, but I think he did the Old Vic, a few shows in the Old Vic.
Okay.
It says here he presented programs on the West Country TV.
Oh, he did.
So there you
but
go.
a bit more light entertainment maybe than
So
Carrot.
out of 5 platters,
I'll go 2. I don't care for it.
in terms of what it is, I personally would go with 3.
Okay.
It's successful. It's not awful by any stretch of the imagination. It's heart in the right place,
I
reasonably
know, but
witty.
it's just sort of...
Yeah, but in terms of what we do on the platter, this is a higher quality platter in terms of it's a bit naff, but it's got a charm that you can't really say no
It
to.
reminds me of that song about Murphy and the Bricks.
Yeah, but that's awful. No, that's fine, but it goes on for fucking ever.
Yeah, and he's got a punchline at the end.
And then he went up the air, and then he fell down
And
the
he
air,
smacked
and
his
the
head
bucket
on
in
the
head,
fucking bricks.
and the bucket on the head, and they fell
He
down.
bleeding out the brains on the fucking floor.
And O'Malley said, "You build the wall, you daft idiot. Oldie diddly do."
No,
Hey,
don't
What?
start that.
I can do what I want. My show.
Yeah, so
There you
so-
go. All right, well then, let's just say 2.75.
No, we don't have to agree. We can
Next
all have
one.
our both. We're not saying 2.75. Elton John probably had some money from that.
It's a little bit funny, yeah.
No, don't.
So, did he release his albums on Rocket Records then? All those?
Yes,
so-
he did. And
like
the Kiki,
Goodbye
the one
Yellow
you
Brick Road.
always see is Kiki D.
Don't go breaking me out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't if I could.
You are a massive beard.
Right, so next one we're going to do, we're going to jump to slightly more upbeat pop hits. This is a song called Boys and Girls, but not by Blur. No, it's by a band, a 3-piece lady outfit called Charlie Makes the Cook.
A 3-piece lady outfit like a suit.
Yeah, made for a woman's skin. Charlie Makes the Cook. And look,
Why were they called that?
it's a weird name. Shall I tell you what the Wikipedia article says about them?
Sure.
Charlie Makes the Cook was a girl group in the late 80s consisting of 3 girls. So far, yeah.
I could
Right?
have told you that.
The only success was limited, and it was under the title that they released called Boys and Girls, released in 1987, that ranked 8 in the top 50. This has been translated from French, which is why the sentence structure is a little bit cock-a-hoop.
Excuse me. So I got to the
The
French.
next sentence is, a clip had even been made.
Right. They made a video. I think that's what
it's saying. In 1988, they released their second single called "Good Day for Love."
Now, I think you should watch out for that, Paul. Might pop up round here.
Might pop up. Obviously, someone's a fan of this.
Good Day for Love.
Not bad.
Well, they might. I bet that goes. Good Day for Love.
Yeah. They tried their luck again in 1989 and released another third and final single called ABC.
3 singles is all they had.
And that was a flop. Girl broke up a few years later.
The group.
That's what it says. The girl broke up a few years later.
Okay, so they didn't have a great deal of success. And
Let's play a little bit of it right now.
You can see why they didn't have a great deal of success, Paul, can't you?
Awful.
It sucks, and it's quite cynical.
It's obviously meant to be Bananarama.
But they're quoting other songs. There's this thing about girls having fun.
Okay, I wrote this down on that little envelope there. Pass it to. I wrote down what I think the song breaks down into, and I think it breaks down into these 4 elements. It starts off with "Hey Mickey, you're so fine."
Yes.
So "Hey Mickey, you're so fine." It's got that chant.
Yeah, because it's like "Hey baby," they say, or something. Yeah, and it's like
Hey,
"Hey baby,
yeah, baby, just a sweet baby.
Yeah. So they fucking ripped that off. That was a big hit, wasn't it?
And then it goes into what I think is like a nursery rhyme thing, where it's or that maybe it's Nikita, boys, boys, boys.
Yeah.
We're looking for a good time.
Yeah.
But they make it more sound sing-songy.
Yes.
And then it goes into Girls Just Want to Have Fun by
Which they
Cyndi Lauper.
totally rip, basically.
Completely. And then it ends with them basically going into the Beatles with "I Want to Hold Your Hand."
Yeah.
It kind of ends that last line on that. And then it goes into its chorus, and it's like, none of it hangs together.
It doesn't hang together, and it's just cynically they just cynically said, how can we... Excuse me.
What? How can we...
How can we take bits of hooks from very popular pop songs and try and get them into this?
Yeah. And bizarrely, none of it works. And
No.
they're a knockoff French Bananarama.
Yeah, they really are.
And there's a video, which
But they look
I'll
a
put
bit
on
moody
the
on the cover, don't they, as well?
The pop video is very awful.
Is it?
I'll put that on the website, thecheapshow.co.uk. But if you go to the web page for this episode, you put the video. Oh,
It's
mine
bad.
better. I mean, maybe it's because they're French and they're singing in English.
What do you mean, because they're French?
They might be.
This
having...
is it. It's your latent
No, I'm just saying.
Francophobia coming out.
I'm saying that maybe
It's latent Francophobia, Paul. And you said to me, I know you don't want to admit it, but you said to me in a private moment, I hate the fucking French.
Yeah, I did.
Right. So you've admitted it now.
They are garlic eating surrender monkeys.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Simpsons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grrr.
Got anything from Bottom that you want to plagiarise and just say here?
It's the gas man.
Right, thank you. So, yes, very poor. What score are you going to give Charlie Makes the Boy? What's it called?
before-
Charlie Makes
the
a
cook.
Well,
Which is
whoopsie.
what
Makes the
fuck?
cook.
Imagine sitting in a room for hours coming up with a name for a band
Well, I
and then
think
going,
because they
Charlie
are
Makes
French,
the Cook.
Paul, it sounds like the type of title that you would think, oh, that sounds nice in a different language. Do you see what I mean? You don't really sort of comprehend what the words mean.
So
It
if
just
you
has a
translate
sort
it from French to English, it would have been Charlie Makes the Cook, when actually maybe the band's name is Chef Charlie.
Charlie
Un chef.
écrivait le chef de partie. No, chef de partie. That'd be a good one for like a house
would,
band.
Yeah, it really would.
Chef de partie.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, right.
Copyright Cheap Show. Fucking get your hands
Okay, no,
off.
but that's not what I mean. I mean that they just chose a bunch of English words because of the sort of way they sounded to their French ear.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, 1.
Yeah, I'll give it 1.
It's poor. I'm proud of this in many respects.
Very poor, but it's extremely cynical the way they've it's a Frankenstein monster of popular hits of the time. That
Yeah.
they just sort of,
It's almost like Jive Bunny.
it doesn't work.
Yes. So we go on to the third and potentially maybe even worse track today.
Okay. Now,
So-
this one I'm going to have to stick on the Vestax, Paul.
Now,
you hand it over.
I will, but what I want to do before we get there is break down what's going on. So,
All right, wow.
on the show in the past, we've covered famously Noel Edmonds. We've covered Bruce Forsyth. We've mentioned
Russ Abbott.
Abbott,
A
yes,
lot.
famously. We went down a bit of a Russ Abbott hole for a while.
A Russ Rabbit hole.
Indeed. Very good.
Thank you.
So, I think it's about time we introduce a new one. And interestingly, it's the reason this guy here is interesting is because without him, we wouldn't have had Russ Abbott.
Aha.
So this is by an artist, and I use the word artist wrongly, Freddie Starr.
Now, Freddie Starr was a popular sort of end of the pier style comic. Is that fair to say, Paul?
Comedian, impressionist,
But he was quite
singer,
popular.
actor.
He was quite popular in the sort of late 70s, early 80s
Do you know
period.
why, though? Because in the 60s, now apparently, I'm going to get this wrong, I'm sure I am, but I think I remember my mum telling me a story where she babysitted for someone in Freddie Starr's family, and
Right.
she met Freddie Starr and said he was horrible.
A nasty man.
A bit of a dickhead.
Right.
That's all conjecture, because I can't prove it. I'm probably
Okay.
remembering the story wrong, but
He
I
is, though,
remember
isn't he?
some... Yeah, I don't like him. But... What's interesting about him is that even though he's known now for being a wacky comedian, hyperactive, crazy guy,
Yeah.
he started out as a Mersey beat singer in the
Oh,
60s.
really?
It was called Freddie Starr and the Midnighters.
Okay.
So a lot of his early career started out on the club scene. He also performed in the same place as the Beatles, apparently.
The
you know,
Cavern.
the Cavern and things
Yeah.
like that. I think even maybe Germany. So he had...
Hamburg. A lot of people went to Hamburg, didn't
Yeah.
they?
So, and then he made it big on Opportunity Knocks, and that's when it became Freddie Starr as a crazy performer.
I see.
Yeah.
So he was grinding away there.
Yeah. He
Working
did know the
away.
Beatles, and he did go to Hamburg. And he says here, let me get this right. Freddie Starr and the Midnighters, the group were promoted by the manager of the Beatles, Brian Epstein, and was recorded on the Decca label by Joe Meek, who went on to release
So there's
Telstar.
some... man, if you could get hold of the Joe Meek produced Freddie Starr, now that would be something.
Well, this just says it's written by Dave
No, that
Christie.
wouldn't be. Meek died by the late 60s. He was shot by his
Oh,
landlady.
of course. Yeah.
Meek is the guy who does, you know Joe Meek.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Telstar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down.
That's right. So that would be interesting. Because Joe Meek obviously was a Svengali figure and he loved blonde men.
Okay.
Because he had this guy Hines who was this blonde guy
Yeah,
sang
yeah.
for him. And Freddie Starr's blonde as well, isn't he? So you can see him.
Yeah.
You can
and
see
he had
him being-
luscious hair.
Yeah, you can see him being approached by Meek as one of his leading men on his tunes. Definitely.
He's also had 4 wives. I'm just putting that in. Not good with the women. There's obviously a part of this page on Freddie Starr's Wikipedia that has a section that says sexual assault allegations.
Okay.
So where will not make, and then the next one is stand-up videos, and then underneath that, spousal abuse.
Okay. Hello. Is he not... Now, Freddie Starr is not the guy who's now returned to the comedy circuit and is going around
That's
doing...
Bobby Davro.
Right.
We'll come to him
Okay.
in time, I'm sure.
Okay.
But let's listen to, I think it's not with the Midnighters, it's maybe on his own.
No, it's just him.
Yeah.
And what? It's the A side, yeah? It's you.
No, it's the A side.
Oh, you want the B side?
Oh, no. Whatever the A side is the one...
Right. So which one are we listening to, Paul?
side A.
Okay. I'm going to just... You've fact the platter over to me in my chair, and I'm going to slap the platter on the turntable.
I miss you, honey. The table is set, but something is missing. It's you. And a tear fills my eyes after thinking I fix things for you. After dinner, the kids will go off to sleep in the rooms. I'll kiss them goodnight and begin my long fight without you. 'Cause all through this day, my mind just
Oh, God,
won't
this is
leave
painful.
me alone. I
Can you
call
make it
your
stop, please,
name.
Paul?
Yeah, you can make it up whenever you want. Oh.
Okay.
Written by Larry Butler.
That sucks.
It's
It's terrible.
sit in your chair properly. Otherwise, you're all wanky shaft. You're all wanker shaft.
Very good. So, Paul, that sucks. 1 star.
Yeah,
one star for Freddie Starr.
You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to woo the lady to the ballad. You know.
Yeah, it's a ballad. It's sort of a heartfelt ballad about missing his lady.
If you're frightened of when I come home drunk again, it's you.
Rant about
Yeah.
the Beatles before spousally abuse.
Anyway, I was doing some research on Freddie Starr for this episode, trying to give him a bit more context. Comedian, wacky, had a bit of a resurgence in the late 80s,
Beat
early
his
90s. Wasn't great with his wives, bit horrible, bit drunk.
Has alcoholism
like
problems?
to do, but he was given a Madhouse TV show, which was awful, which he then quit, and then Russ Abbott took over and
And
became
made a huge success of it.
yeah.
So
there's probably
I don't know if I do want to thank Freddie Starr for Russ Abbott though.
it's a complicated situation. So we'll move swiftly on. He had his Audience With show. Remember that was a big hit on ITV, and then
Okay, but they usually do that when they've had a sort of career
Some
for
kind of
years.
career, yeah.
He must have
anyway,
been quite
the
popular.
last thing I heard of him was he was doing he was drunk, bloated in Spain where he now lives, doing Elvis impression sing along shows and karaoke nights.
Oh wow, that has a certain
Sadness to it.
toothsome sadness. To it,
And he
doesn't
bet he still sings
it?
this.
I bet he does. Yeah.
So yeah, one.
Wow,
One.
that sucks. Do
But
we
a
wanna-
low one. whereas
B-side? Is the B-side any more
I
up
think the
tempo?
B-side's just as bad a ballad.
And we just
Do you
want to
check
hear
it
10
out?
seconds.
Let's go.
I'm liking this more, Paul.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Funky. His voice
Ruins it. It's wet.
is terrible voice. With that vibrato.
Slow it down. See if it better slow down. A little bit better. Now do it fast. Well, there you go. That was Freddie Starr, and I think it was a slightly better song, the B-side. Let's be blunt.
It certainly was. Had a bit more oomph to it.
Oomph.
But again, a very strange and unsatisfying voice.
Yes, the production of the song is not too bad, but
Kind
the
of
voice is
warbly,
watery.
goes into...
Watery business.
Anyway,
That's been Gannon's Platters. How do you think about it? What do you feel?
I feel you could have selected some more interesting records, and you're basically a cunt to me most of the time, and that's it. Sorry to puncture your fucking bubble, mate.
That was a successful segment of the show.
Yes.
Now, you know, we've been... I wanted to introduce a section called Antique Cheap Show, where I present something to you.
Well, we did do that section.
Right. I want to do it again, kind of, because I went to buy something, and it ended up being a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be, because I was lied to by that shit cunt who fucking worked in the charity shop.
Oh.
I was put in an awkward position, and I had to buy it.
Why?
Because I really wanted it, and I made a big deal about really wanting it, and I thought, here's how much it is based on that big sign on the fucking wall.
And they
then he
said,
went,
no.
It's a $5.
How much did you think it was?
50p.
Really? That's a big...
Yeah. And then
big
by that
markup.
time, I talked myself into buying it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't wait to get this home and read it. Oh, it's really good. I'm really interested in this, that, and the other. The guy's like, yeah. He fucking knows what's coming.
Really?
Yeah, I think he did. Got it from over there, and I pulled out 50p, and he went, just shook his head.
No.
He just shook his fucking head at me. Anyway, and then he did a kind of a little laugh.
Yeah, I hate cunts
Fuck,
like
what's
that.
all that about?
Fuck off.
So I went, oh, okay, and I pulled my
It's like
card
the people
out.
in the record exchange shops where you go in with your heap of vinyl to
Yeah.
exchange for either money or
Yeah.
exchange vouchers.
All goods.
And they look at you and they go,
Who are you?
it's not going to be very much.
Yeah,
Do you
they
know what I
get
mean?
a
With a
joy
big
from
smile on their face.
that. Yeah.
Then they look at you and they look at them and they go, there's not much here.
Oh.
You're going to be disappointed. Yeah, always smugging out. Fuck you. You fucking cunt.
Anyway, I ended up buying this thing for a £5. And what is this thing? Well, Mr. Silverman, I'll let you describe it. What is it?
He's handing me. It's a book. Ooh, I'm getting a little nostalgia vibe.
Here we go.
Just looking at the cover here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the BBC TV Top of the Pops Annual 1975.
1975.
The year of my birth.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
The year of my birth. Wow. Okay, so what we've got here is in lovely, very nostalgic font. You've got the BBC TV.
Yeah.
That's the old
70s logo.
they use. And
I
they
thought
also,
this thing would be a nice little trip down top of the Pops lane, and maybe some dark avenues would be
they also
explored.
used the BBC font or logo for their record and tape label, which
It's
was
very
an independent
recognisable.
label.
They do have that going on at the BBC. They have like Red Bee Media as well now, which I think releases all their worldwide and DVD and
But
stuff.
even back then, I think it was an independent.
Yeah.
And sort
I think
of
it would have had to
licensed
have
by
been
them or something.
for legal reasons, probably.
Because they used to have hits with BBC Records. Yeah,
Yeah.
they weren't allowed. Yeah. Anyway, and on this cover, you have some photos. Right there, next to Top of the Pops, we have
Here we go.
Jimmy, child raping monster Savile.
So,
And directly across from him, as if on a level with him, Paul, we have hairy nugget face Noel Edmonds.
Noel Edmonds.
Weirdo, cancer can be cured with sound waves, hairy nugget face Edmonds there.
Who's in the bottom corner?
You've got someone I have quite a lot of time for, Paul.
Yeah, me too.
Blackburn.
Tony Blackburn.
Tony Blackburn there.
Cuddly Tony Blackburn.
He's grinning.
He's looking
going,
happy.
I've had hits on the Northern Soul scene. That was his big story
Crazy.
that he dines out on.
Yeah.
And there he is. And in the middle next to him, underneath the title, it's the Osmonds. Is that
They
the
were-
Osmonds?
Let's have a look.
There's little
Yeah,
Jimmy.
it's the Osmonds. That Mormon crazy band.
They're crazy. And they all look like they've been given a sedative shot and told to grin or they won't get their dinner.
No, they
or
were the,
something.
they were the Mormon. No, so they smiled all the time, regardless of anything.
That was it. They're just happy because Jesus was in their heart.
Yeah, they were laughing all the way through some dark shit.
Was there dark shit going on?
I don't know. I can make some
Okay,
stuff
that's
up.
great. So can I open it? And it's
I
edited
want
by...
to just.
All right, I'm handing it back.
I want to just kind of preface this a little bit because it's an annual, and I don't know if it's a big thing outside of the UK, but annuals are kind of like they're released yearly books that kind of
That's
summed
what
up
the word
a year.
means, Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're a book that sums up the
They were a
year's events,
hardback version
like a magazine.
of a magazine
Yeah.
or comic,
True.
which the comic would often have a sort of omnibus-sized stories from the year, or maybe you'd want your own. You would feel ripped off if they used stories they'd already put out that year in the comic. You'd want
Yeah.
a special story for the annual. Always hardback, is that right?
Yeah, always hardback.
It's like a special gift at the end of the year for someone who likes the Beano, for
the Beano,
example.
the Dandy, maybe a magazine like Smash Hits
Whizzer
would have
and
done
Chips.
it. Whizzer and Chips. Looking, we talked about looking
Almost
before.
every media sort of property that was in any way linked with young people or children
and they
would
still
have
do
one.
it today. Doctor Who has an annual. Fireman Sam, Peppa Pig.
And they have sort of post-ironic annuals, like Jeremy Corbyn annuals.
Viz-
Have you seen that?
Yes, yeah.
And Viz do them as well.
Famously so.
Yes.
I don't know. If,
This is the real deal.
I don't know if there's anything like this in America or in Europe. There may be, but in terms of like Christmas Day, you'd get an annual.
You'd
wouldn't
get an
you?
annual. I
You
don't know
what
if
mean?
it is uniquely British, but it might be.
So I think what we'll do it. This is broken up into
Top
many.
of the Pops was a magazine as well. Then I assume that they had a sort of.
I don't think they did. I don't think it was a magazine. I know.
So this is it. So then it's anomalous because it's something that wasn't a magazine, but then did have an annual anyway.
because I think it was just licensing the brand, so they thought, okay, well, once a year.
And I
we'll
think
bring
they
out-
had shows like,
Blue Peter had annuals.
yeah,
Yeah, Tiz Was had a few.
yeah. And what about sort of American crime shows like
Some do. I mean, you could get an 80s
Cannibal
annual.
Run? Did Cannibal Run have an annual or something? I bet
No.
movies had annuals as well.
Maybe, though.
I think
I
there was
don't
things
know.
like Jaws annuals and stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So here's the topics in this issue of the 1975.
Maybe
Top
I'm
of the
talking
Pops.
shit.
So we'll get to this soon, which is the fascinating one. And I know we might be pushing our luck in terms of taste, but first article, Jimmy Savile, the daddy of DJs.
Okay.
Adding curves to the pop scene is another chapter. Touring America with Slade.
Lot of fun.
Yeah. Osmond Mania. It ain't easy putting the Top of the Pop show together.
I bet it isn't.
Roy Wood, the Wizard one-man band.
Roy
Wood.
It would. Can you imagine? He was a big pop star at the time.
I know.
He's
it's
such
crazy.
a strange. His music's so strange. As
And he's
well,
only known for that one massive hit.
which was,
I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
and he looks deranged, like a deranged wizard guy in that.
He is.
Yes.
Rock and roll, it's still alive and kicking. That's the next chapter. Page 52 has 2 top DJs. Noel Edmonds, the man who hates to stand still. That's what the article's called.
Why?
But we're going to get to this separately, which we'll explain at the end of the episode. All right. Dave Lee Travis.
It's the hairy cornflake.
The hairy monster, it says here, yeah. Tony Blackburn.
Does he have a hairy car? I bet he had a hairy, well-puby car.
Very puby car. Tony Blackburn branching out. Wings, Paul McCartney, the Beatle who learned to fly. The top 30.
So what? The Beatles were shit and Wings was better? Is that what it's?
Well, that's what Alan Partridge believes.
Well, exactly.
It's only the band the Beatles could have been. What else? If it's black, it's really beautiful, which is an article about how black music is on the grow in the UK.
Is that real?
Yeah. There's a top 30. There's a Carpenters article. There's suddenly, it's middle of the road music, an article that talks about how music was popular and then became known as middle of the road. Interesting, right? Letters from Top of the Pops Postbag, Rolling Stones, Heartthrobs on Parade, and then the quiz answers. So, let's get this out the way, shall we?
Oh, no.
Jimmy Savile, the daddy of DJs. Now, again...
So what's the format of this article, Paul?
It's basically what's happened is someone went, Jimmy Savile, can you do an intro to this book? Talk about your life and career, what you think of the industry. And he went, someone sit down with a tape recorder, I'll talk, you fuck off and write it. Okay?
Yeah.
So someone sat down with him and recorded this. And he's just been left to talk.
Oh, no.
And it's his train of mind. Now, in the UK, he's now infamous for being a disturbing, horrible person who molested lots of children and elderly and infirm and potentially even dead people.
And people who were hospitalised with their disability, he would then rape because he was given keys to children's hospitals. It just sounds like something you'd make up.
But he was...
How horrific. He had his own keys to children's wards in hospitals.
That's like giving...
What the fuck,
That's like giving, like, Freddy Krueger keys
what
to
the
a school.
Fuck? Who the fuck gave the guy
because
a
he
key?
had that power, though. He had that... He was so famous in the UK because he was eccentric, because he had that kind of leery, threatening, jack of all trades, you know, jack of the lad kind of thing. But he also had, I don't know, he was a DJ.
He must have had some
radio
appeal.
DJ.
He was a big con.
And a TV
He was a big
presenter.
fraud as well, wasn't he?
He was, but he knew how to fucking play it, obviously, because he got away with murder. He literally died laughing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was never going to have to deal with all the shit he went through, or he put people through. Louis Theroux did a documentary about him, fascinating
He
to
was
watch.
strange.
We'll put that link to that, actually, if you can get it on YouTube
Very strange.
on our page. So, here is Jimmy Savile talking about him, his life, his career. I'm not going to do an impression. Thank fuck, I think you're all thinking. I think the year 75 will be the biggest year of pop because it looks like this country and the world in general is going into a decline commercially. And when it comes to periods of decline, entertainment comes into its own together with a lot of other things. So he's going to go on now, talking about how, you know, the entertainment's here to pep us all up when everything's in the shit. You know,
Right,
he's
'cause
talking about
it's
that.
75, the year I was born, were they in the middle of the oil crisis, I believe?
Yeah.
And there was sort of like,
Was this like the 4-day weeks or whatever it was?
Yeah, 3-day working
Yeah.
week, and it was all during that time.
Yeah.
And 75, I think, had one of the hottest summers ever on record.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it
it was
tough
like a load
old
of
time.
rubbish in the street that hadn't been collected, stinking, and like no one could drive and stuff like that. It was bad.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
talks-
why he says that.
He talks about Romans and fighting and Colosseums for a bit. That's quite nice. He talked about how entertainment was born to keep people distracted when dark shit was going on. So basically, that's what things were for, to keep people
good, yeah.
happy. To keep a bit
Listen
of
to this
entertainment.
pop song while I rape a disabled child.
Yeah. Pop will have a bumpier entertainment because pop is the easiest and most candy floss of all entertainment, he says. Because the success of pop records rests on the fact that you're asking someone for 2.5 minutes to forget their worries while listening to Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree. You're asking them not to do it for 2.5 hours, like Bach, Beethoven, and whoever. He's talking about how it's a nice little distraction. How pop's a nice little distraction.
Yeah.
He goes on to say, I'm an easygoing geezer, but for years I've been trying to hide the fact from people that I have a few brains. If you're hampered with brains in this world, you will inevitably finish up skint. What a strange fucking philosophy to
Yeah,
have.
it's such a crafty
Get
wanker.
this. Fortunately, over the years, I have increased my animal cunning. So I am now totally filled with animal cunning. It was only a question of time that the media, like television and radio, found that under the Top of the Pops exterior of mine, there happened to be a very shrewd geezer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Now, this is quite a long thing. I'm not going to read all of it out.
He goes
but
on
it's a
about how
fucking-
shrewd he is. It's
Pretty
almost
much.
like he's saying, I've kept this away from you. Haven't I? I'm clever because I'm running this
You
whole
think I'm
double...
this, but I'm
not.
really that.
I'm really a child
It's like he
rapist,
fucking wants people to know. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like he's daring people to
it's
catch
so
him out.
dark.
So 5 years ago, he says, Bill Cotton, the BBC's light entertainment boss, came into my dressing room and said, wear a suit and get your hair cut and you can have a show of your own. I was just about to go on air and I said, boss, you're about 25 number one awards and £250,000 too late. So he said, I knew I was wasting my time. So he turned and walked out. Basically what Jimmy Savile's saying there
I'm
is that
I'm potato, big Charlie, big,
I'm
big bollocks.
and you can't tell me what to
Well, and
fucking
he's
wear.
put this in an annual for kids. Him going on about, listen how fucking great I am.
So now, 5 years later...
animal cunning.
Now, 5 years later, Bill Cotton came to me and said, from May 1st, you start 8 weeks on your own TV show called Clunk Click. And I said, certainly. Whereupon an amazed Mr. Cotton said, you've always said no before. So I replied, well, you've always asked me. Today, you're telling me. He was staggered. You see, I can't get out of things when someone tells me to do something, can I? And it was the first time that Bill
Like
Cotton
your
had
mother,
ever told
like your
me.
mother's corpse telling you to rape children.
See? So that's... And then, okay, so... And you know what's weird about Clunk Click? He wears a suit and that and cuts his hair.
He's got short hair.
Yeah. You can see the adverts for it where he's like Clunk Click every
And
trip.
what was it
It's
like?
a
A
car
child safety
yeah.
show.
Fucking levels of fucking dark irony there. That was back in 73. Last year I did another batch of TV shows in the Clunk Click series. It's a great honour and I love it, but it's very time consuming. I only like to work 1 day a week. I've become so involved with life, like working at Stoke Mandeville Hospital, Leeds Infirmary, and Broadmoor, and all these ancillary things I do. That's where I meet the people in trouble. That really is life.
Wow. You deserved life.
And then he talks about, he can't tell jokes, he can't do stand-up, he's not this, that, and the
He had
other.
no talent, discernible talent.
No, he talks about basically how he's just a guy who talks for a living.
Yeah.
He goes on about that. He talks about how he gets, he can throw his weight around on top of the pops and they can't tell him what to do too
He
much.
talks about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit, but to some extent. Because, that's his kind of bread and water, whatever you want to call it.
His bread and water.
his bread and food. His
His
bread
bread and butter.
Bread and butter. Thank you.
Wow. One of the most common statements of all time, and Paul couldn't think of it.
And then he goes back to the hospital work. In a hospital, for instance, I think I can give a great deal of pleasure to patients merely by being there and meeting them. I'll take my trolley in and wheel someone down to the X-ray department. And now before I've opened my mouth, they say, ooh, it's Jimmy Savile. Wait till I tell my nephews and nieces about this. They'll be mad with jealousy. That sort of thing gives me a great thrill.
Okay. Okay.
And then he talks about how he released a song.
Can we hear that?
Which is Arabic for how about that then? And Clyde would say,
well, he brought his camel to a screeching halt in the rear of Fatima's tent. Jumped off Clyde and snuck around the corner and into the tent that he went. There he saw Fatima laying on a zebra skin rug,
with rings on the fingers and bells on the toes and a bone in the nose, ho ho. There she was, guys and gals, laying there in all her radiant beauty, eating on a grape and an apricot and a pomegranate, 2 bananas, 3 chocolate bars, a bowl of cornflakes, sipping on a big orange drink, listening to her transistor, watching the telly and reading a record magazine while she sang, It's Now or Never. And Ahab walks up to her and he says, which is Arabic for, let's twist again like we did last summer, baby. And she says, Ahab, what are you doing?
That's a story about Ahab, the Arab, the sheik of the burning sand.
Actually, I prefer the camel.
Just dripping off of him.
You do, huh? You soon get the hump with that.
And he wore a big old turban wrapped around his head and a scimitar by his
Oh, yeah. It was a cover. So this is much further down the scene because people say, oh, you work in music so much. Why don't you release a song? Here's what he talks about this. On the pop scene, I have a great deal of admiration for those guys and gals. Oh, it was appropriate. Who churn out actual records. Because, he plays them. He goes, oh, I tip my hat to them.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I made a record about 10 years ago, the only one I ever made. It was called Ahab, the Arab.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. And it's a comedy song, but it's a very, very, very racist song.
Oh, really? About Arabs?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
About how they're rich and they treat women badly and this and the other, and how they dress
They
and
treat
behave.
women badly, do they?
Anyway,
Jimmy?
the tune got to number 1 in America.
Did
And
it?
Well, I'm not sure how correct that is. I did the research. That song itself got to number 1 in America, not his version. There are other covers of it.
He's lying here as well. He's
You know?
such a lying arsehole.
And over here, my record sold about 13,000 copies, which is quite good, actually. I gave all the money to the Little Sisters of the Poor in Leeds because I didn't want the money anyway.
And then they agreed to give me a key so I could fucking creep around like an absolute monster in their homes.
Yeah.
I bet it was. Like, I'll give you this. Now then.
And then he talks about his career as a radio DJ, and it's just a job, and he doesn't
Now,
care
I
too
remember
much.
seeing him on some kind of telethon or like with Children in Need. Sort of a sort of televised, telethon.
Yeah.
And it had Andy Peters on, who was presenting, yeah?
Yeah.
And he was sort of shuffled off because they kept getting guests on. You know how these telethons work. They get loads of people, guests on, sort of like a rotating door sort of thing. And he was just sort of... I saw him without a place to sit, and he was sort of forced to sit on like a piece of furniture that was like a chest of drawers.
Yeah.
And he looked very sort of lost and sort of geriatric and maybe a bit... like he's had dementia, like a lost old man. I remember watching it with my friend and going, "Oh, that's hilarious," because he looks lost. He was just a monster. Now, Paul, that was disturbing.
Yeah. But he was hiding in plain sight. Obviously, this is a British magazine about British music, British DJs. I wanted to end on this guy.
The hairy cornflake.
The hairy monster himself, Dave Lee Travis, who, if you know Alan Partridge, he's very much
Now, when did he... Because he must have been Radio 1 as well.
He was Radio 1, and I think like most of the DJs at the time, he started off with Radio Caroline, or certainly Pirate Radio,
Right.
broadcasting from the seas just outside of...
Illegally, which sort of started off the whole sort of love of pop music in the UK, you could say,
the
those
3-minute
those
singles
pirates,
stuff. Yeah. And again, pretty much defined British music and the British pop scene in the UK for 20
How
years.
did they play a record if it was stormy?
They didn't. It was obviously the horrible film Rock the Boat, written by Richard Curtis,
With
talks
Bill
about
Nighy.
this. Yeah, it's a bad film. But anyway, basically the answer was they couldn't. They would
If it was
try
storm,
it,
in
but
a storm, it wouldn't happen.
It'd
Right.
just be off.
Right.
And then you go, and then you talk for a bit and play a few wacky jingles or whatever.
And then you try and then it wouldn't work again.
Here's Joni Mitchell again.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it was a tough time. I mean, it was many a sketch was made about it. In fact, obviously, Smashing Nicey, End of an Era. They talk about their work on a pirate radio ship and
what happens to them?
Oh, something hilarious, I'm sure. I fucking love that. If anyone's never seen Smashing Nicey, End of an Era, the special, I think it's an hour-long send-off.
It is an
to
hour
those
long.
characters.
Yes.
It is one of the finest things Harry Enfield and Paul Whitehouse have ever
I agree.
done.
And it also, as well as being hilarious, it does actually tell you quite a lot about
Yeah.
pop radio in the UK,
And
doesn't
almost
it?
where it was going as well.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, well performed, funny as fuck, and densely packed with comedy.
Yeah, great.
Wow,
It's a great thing.
Highly
It's a
recommend.
beautiful thing.
Yeah. So anyway, Dave Lee Travis admits this. I'm a complete loony,
Oh, you're mad!
an absolute nutcase.
You've gone too far now.
I'll do anything for a laugh.
You've groped a lady's tits now.
I'm mad. I'm fucking cockabonkers. I like that phrase. I'm going to use cockabonkers more. With his bubbling personality,
Oh, yeah.
roaring laugh, Dave brought a brand new type of eccentricity and zany humour to Top of the Pops when he was introduced as one of the programme presenters last year.
Oh.
Yeah. So
74 he started then.
74 when he kicked off. He was obviously
On
doing
Top of
radio
the Pops,
beforehand,
yeah.
but in terms of the show. His voice, of course, was already familiar to radio listeners as he had his own Radio 1 show, but he was new to television in this country, although by no means a newcomer to the medium.
Where did he do TV? In Ireland or something?
Dave spent 2.5 years in Bremen, Germany, doing his own show. The Dave Lee Travis Laughbarn!
Laugh Barn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I just made that up. It's not called that.
right.
I just made that up. Which pulled in an audience over the continent. So that means it's going to all the people it sold the show to, not just Germany. But anyway, 80 million viewers he had for that show.
Wow. And so was it in German language, we assume?
I don't think so. I wouldn't. Well, maybe, but I wouldn't have imagined.
Okay.
Yeah. It might have been one of those kind of variety shows where, a bit like Top of the Pops, he would introduce bits and links and do skits or whatever, and then it would be like, here's your big act, Boney M or something.
Probably.
He'd been broadcasting for 12 years. He started off working in discos and nightclubs in and around Manchester, his hometown, and then he joined Radio Caroline, working for 2 years on the Southern Ship and 6 months on the Northern Ship, based off the Isle of Man. They had 2 different ships.
How are they allowed to talk about it if they were totally illegal?
Well, because it was probably clamped down by this. They'd all fucking got successful, pissed off, and this is the charming part of their history.
So what happened to the pirates after that? Did they get somehow...
It moved. It went off the seas and became like on the top of a block of flats and stuff like that. Like when I did Pirate Radio Station in the 90s, the transmitter on the top of the block of flats.
Yeah.
You know, you had to turn it off in case it got nicked or whatever. There's another station, Ice FM, that did it.
I appeared on Scratch FM.
Oh, yeah.
Itch, sorry.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've heard
Itch.
of that. Yeah, Itch.
It's a hip hop.
It's the urban hip hoppy station.
Yeah.
Biddy biddy bop, biddy 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 bop.
I think they've been
biddy biddy bop,
sold,
biddy biddy biddy
actually.
biddy bop.
They've gone legit or something. With the internet, there's really very little point to being a pirate radio station anymore.
There's maybe kind of earthy, grounded quality to it, you know, like real
It's real
radio.
and it's local,
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah.
And I think there's 1 or 2 still around. But yeah, you're right. This podcast is exactly what a pirate radio station would have been.
Really?
With more winky boo-boos and
Winky
willy flip-flops. Anyway, shut up. It was while he was broadcasting on Radio Caroline that a German TV producer heard him, liked the sound of his voice, and quickly booked him for his own monthly TV show in Bremen. You have a very funny voice, Dave Lee Travers. We want to make you a star.
Oh, yeah.
Come over to Germany in Bremen and we will give you a monthly show. It'll be wacky and fun, and you will have fun, and you will get a sense of humor working with the Germans.
Will I be able to fillet a horse?
Added nothing. Fucking added nothing.
I love a horse.
Anyway, Dave goes on to say, I used to specialise in being really nutty.
Fucking mad, me.
I remember the first TV show I did, I walked up and unscrewed the camera lens. The cameraman was horrified because the Germans have a very strange sense of humour. No, they don't like
They're
cunts.
a professional
coming up-
working on television.
Yeah, they don't like cunts
Yeah.
going, I'll break your camera, mate.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But then they all suddenly fell about laughing and I was away.
Yeah.
He's a cunt. I mean, we've had Jimmy Savile, but this is worse to me.
It's, oh, come on.
All right, it's not as worse as being horrible to children
No.
who are infirm and vulnerable.
Nothing could really be that bad.
But almost, though. After that, they thought I was a nutter, a maniac. And so I used to do anything I wanted just to get a laugh.
Like huge lines of blow of prostitutes' tits.
He became known as Big Dave the English Nut. It was there his infectious humour.
The hairy coconut.
It was this infectious humour that he brought to Top of the Pops.
Oh, fuck's sake.
On one of the very early shows, he suddenly leapt away from the microphone, joined the group Mud, and went berserk on the drums.
I bet Mud were like, get this fucking cunt off the fucking stage.
I'm not a DJ. I'm a really dedicated all-round entertainer, says Dave.
God.
Seriously.
He's awful, isn't he?
I like the way it goes, where Dave says, Dave, seriously. Yes, I'm
Yes,
really
Dave,
an entertainer. It might sound a bit big-headed to say so,
It does.
but I know I'm going to be a really big-name entertainer a few years from now. Just wait and see. I'll have a really monster TV show of my own.
Monster TV show.
History's not been kind to you, Dave.
It
You
really
didn't.
hasn't, has it? What
He
the
wanted
hubris of the
He
man.
wanted Noel's fucking career.
He did.
He wanted
Now,
Dave Lee
why?
Travis's
Now,
house
Paul,
party
Okay, Paul, why didn't Travis get it?
because no one likes him. I don't think anyone likes
Well,
him.
he's a cunt, isn't he? Coming and messing with your camera. He's trying to fucking do a job.
pretty
or
sure his fucking
He's trying to be
produ-
Mud. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
this cunt's on stage with you. Fuck off.
all ego.
Yeah.
Very
Pure
little
ego.
fucking
what
talent.
An ego guy he is.
Yeah.
Like, I know it
Arrogance.
sounds a bit big-headed,
But
but
I'm
I'm going to be huge, I am. And they published it. And also, what gets me is why they get hairy, weird-looking, scary people to present pop shows.
Because you don't see... Well, the thing is, on radio, you don't have to have a look at them. But then they were
No,
like,
but
in
then
front of
they-
the camera, and it's like, oh.
That's the weird thing, isn't it? That was the route.
Yeah.
You went from the radio to
TV.
TV. And it's almost the opposite these days because you get those young kids that are on Radio 1 or whatever, and they start off by
it's
being
because
visible.
The focus has changed.
Because of the social media. Go from social media into radio.
It's just back to front. So back in the day, radio was what everyone listened to. If you couldn't afford a colour TV, you definitely had a radio. You used to listen to Radio 1 all the time. You knew The Breakfast Show. You knew all this shit. And then those celebrities, because they were huge for radio audiences, went to TV and pulled people to TV. Yeah. Now it's the other way around. Big TV stars like Jimmy Carr or fucking Russell Brand or whatever will be offered
onto the radio
because radio are like, oh, we need the listeners. Can you fucking come on and do that?
Interesting.
So that's kind of what the is. It's the pull is in a different way now.
But Dave Lee.
But
is he still even on the radio these days?
I think he does like gold 70s radio or something. Maybe. I don't fucking care.
What an egotist.
Get this. He says with such conviction that you have to believe him when he says, I'm the Roy Castle of the DJ world. I can do a bit of everything. Sing, dance, tell gags.
Wow.
He runs his own disco shows, putting on a complete stage production, hiring dancers and doing a full act himself, which includes singing, playing music, and doing lots and lots of jokes.
Wow.
That'd be a horrible show, but I want to see it so much. It would be awful.
I bet there's footage of him
I'll be stabbing my meatus with a cocktail stick, but I would still want to see it. The show is aimed at young people in the 20s and 25 age group. This is the fucking sales pitch going on. But his radio shows, he says, appeals to everyone, from teeny boppers to mums and grandmums. Oh, lovely. Dave is officially known as the hairy monster from 200 miles up the M1, a title given to him jokingly by Diddy David Hamilton a few years back.
Who's a David Hamilton?
David Hamilton was just like one of those DJs he did it till the day he died, literally. He's that kind of guy. He was the radio presenter. They used to laugh at me because I came down from Manchester every week on the M1 to do my shows in London, said Dave, now living in Ealing, North London, with his wife, a beautiful Swedish blonde called Marianne.
Oh, my God.
He's gone, can you put down the fact that I live in a nice house with a fucking model, please? Can you put that in?
And it's so sexist. It's weird how times have changed, because you wouldn't... How could you get away with that now? Saying, and with his wife.
His fucking blonde bit of tits.
Up, you know what I mean?
His lovely bit of grumble.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
His wife fucking great. She's waiting for him with the dinner.
Here's an interesting fact to add to this. Marianne, the Swedish blonde wife, came to Britain to work as an au pair. She met Dave in a Manchester club on her first night in England, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me, said Dave, with that monster grin showing through his whiskers.
Oh. What was going on?
He started his working life straight from school as a designer in a posh store in Manchester, but he gave it all up and went working in the clubs as a teenage disc jockey for 10 bob a night. I introduced the Beatles to their first Manchester audience, recalls Dave, in the club called the Oasis.
Could be true.
He's mad on motor cars, loves drag racing in particular, and DLT is a walking encyclopedia of all kinds of music. I like virtually anything he says, but I prefer the more melodic kind of artist. I love Burt Bacharach, and I've been a great fan of Dusty Springfield for years. Kiki D is a great artist. I really dig her. Such an underrated singer, and I like Isaac Hayes. Such a fantastic feeling for music. I don't care what kind of music people listen to, highbrow or lowbrow, just as long as it's good standard. That's the important thing.
Well, Dave, fuck off. You got
Dave
done
Lee Travis.
for groping a research assistant on your show.
But it was a joke, though. It's because he's naughty and a wacky.
He came on and went, fucking yeah. Oh, it's a joke, love. Like that.
He's Cockabonkers.
And you go, I'm fucking proper fucking bonkers and hard. You know what I mean?
I'm nuts, me. I'm a big dick.
Yeah. Oh. It's a joke, love. I'm fucking groping you. What an utter cunt.
Now, people may be listening to this podcast and thinking, why? Why have you not done anything on Noel Edmonds? There's a few pages on him in this book.
Oh, yeah.
2 very interesting pages.
It's a treasure trove of old pedos. What's that insert? There's this?
Oh, that's just a receipt. So, if you're wondering why we're not doing Noel Edmonds, it's because the next episode, we are finally going to expunge Noel from Cheap Show forever by doing an episode just about fucking Noel Edmonds. All right?
Dun, dun.
So, stay tuned, because next week on Cheap Show, we're going full Noel.
Full Edmonds.
We're getting in deep.
I'm getting an Edmonds Poultice nappy.
And it's going to be all Edmonds all show.
I'm putting Edmonds in a nappy and strapping it to my head so I can only see Edmonds.
And then never again. Never again.
I'm putting Edmonds in a Magimix and then picking the pubes out and serving it to my aunt.
Shut up.
Hairy blancmange, auntie.
Shut it.
I'm riffing.
You're not. You're talking shit.
Hey, auntie, get a load of this blancmange. It's made with Edmonds's. I'll pick the hairs out for you.
Thank you for listening to Cheap Show. This has been another episode.
Yay.
If you support us on Patreon, thank you very much. You can donate a little, as a lot,
Thank
or as
you
lot
so
as you want.
much.
You can, so go
Love
to
it.
patreon.com/
Absolutely love it, Paul. Love it.
Trying to tell them the information.
Oh,
Otherwise they
fucking
can't.
blah, blah, blah information. Go on.
Otherwise they
I
can't.
haven't spoken enough in this episode, you know that? So let me do the information.
Go on.
If you like the show, you can
Mate,
visit...
shh. Do it calmly, do it quietly and clearly. Because right now, you're in twat mode. You're going full Dave Lee Travis on me, where you think you're wacky.
You'll
and
see,
actually-
Paul. I'm an all-rounder. And a few years from now, I'm going to have my own fucking network.
Eli's house party.
Because everyone loves me. They love it when I talk and I interrupt them. They love it.
Right,
so-
can you carry on and just
Okay.
fucking end this?
We have a website. If you want to see some of the items we've covered on the show, they'll all be there in lovely little pictures at www.thecheapshowpod.com.
No, just thecheapshow.co.uk.
www.
Only been 80 odd episodes and you don't know a fucking thing.
www.thecheapshow.com.
.co.uk. Fucking hell. On Twitter, we're at The Cheap Show Pod. I am at Paul Gannon Show. Eli is
Eli Snoid, which you will spell ELISNOID. Yes, you will.
Look for Cheap Show on Facebook and Reddit. You can get along and chat along and be involved.
Get
with
along
us there.
and chat along. Come along and chat along. Come along, Paul. Don't out!
Stop it!
Don't hurt me.
Don't
physically. What? Don't talk.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Is that how we're going to do shows now?
This is how we're going to
I
end
won't
this show.
show.
This is how we're going to end this show.
come along and don't throw that egg thing at me. It's worth money. God, the mic's gone.
It's
Right,
like,
end the show. Goodbye.
no, I've got to also say you can email us thecheapshow@gmail.com. Now they can this is the worst sign off we've ever done because
I
of your
don't care.
attitude.
I need a wee.
Right, good. Thank you for listening to Cheap Show. Goodbye. See you next time
Thank
for
you.
Noel Edmonds special.
Goodbye.